Just relax and tune into your heart, to your spirit guides, your masters, and from that perspective, allow the masters to heal your heart. And before we begin talking about the subject, your heart where you are hurt, let the masters heal that place where the hurt is. We all can feel it. We all are deeply connected to each other. We all are deeply connected to what is happening. We all are feeling betrayed. We all are feeling defeated. And it is safe to allow the angels and masters to heal that hurt. And know that they are listening to our prayers. They are listening to what we are doing. They are present with us. So just feel their gaze coming through and healing that space in our heart. Once we know that our prayers are being heard and understood, and the hurt and the pain has a solution, has the healing, God also has the way for us to come through it, then we can know that our hearts, when we pray, we can bless these souls that are in pain. When we are blessing them, we are coming from a place of peace and not from hurt. So allow your whole pain to dissolve first, and let your heart be the channel of the prayer, and let your heart be the channel of peace. Good. And when you have come to a peaceful state, then just relax and be ready and open your eyes, be ready to receive. And let Sakina open up and share. And yeah, go ahead, Sakina.
Hi everyone. So yeah, it feels very good in our heart as well that yeah, we are starting. It's an initiative which we are starting, right, to just make these prayers. Maybe this will help in the entire uh, frequency of our planet. And of course, mostly we are talking about right now in our nation also, what's happening. So let's reframe like what happened. So I'm just going to read out something which is if everybody, we all know what is happening in our country right now. Everybody is aware of it, कि क्या क्या हो रहा है अभी, and how hurt and how unjust we are feeling right now. So yeah, just to go through that, what all happened, I'm just currently reading this out. So in the late June this year, so the nationwide protest began after allegations of the leak in major competitive examinations, particularly the NEET medical entrance exam, leaving many students feeling the year of their hard work and had been undermined by corruption and poor administration. What started as a demand for justice over exams integrity soon grew into a broader movement addressing concerns about fairness and transparency in competitive examination, rising youth unemployment, government accountability, the high financial burden of coaching and repeated exams, and increasing mental health challenges, and reported student suicides linked to examination related stress. Large demonstrations were held in New Delhi, and several other cities with protesters marching towards the parliament. Of course, we all know what happened into the protests. So during some protests, police used barricades, tear gases, and baton charges, resulting in injuries to both protesters and police personnel. While human rights organizations raised concerns about the use of the force, but we all know that whatever was happening was not very good into our eyes watching all of that, right? And the demands of the protesters was nothing, a very simple demand is the resignation of the Union Education Minister, strongest, stronger laws to prevent exam paper leaks, independent reforms to the examination system, competition for families affected by exam-related tragedies, and protections from illegal actions for those participating peacefully. So as a result of it, it took like government to take this protocol to suspend somebody from the designation. It took them almost a month. So as of 25th July 2026, the central government had entered into negotiations with the protest leader and agreed to several key demands, including education reform. So of course, the minister Dharmendra Pradhan has been resigned now. He had to because everybody was protesting for a month. So like this is something from my heart. Like the whole idea of all this is not another protest, which is going to shut in the history, but to awaken all of us to not tolerate the inequality and adharma, but just to rise in our power and truth. The desire is to make people more aware of where the roots come from, a nation known for its truth. But unfortunately, it has lost that power to corruption and control. And today we are just here to gather for a prayer to see this land once again in its own fruits of love and peace. So like we all desire this. Like हम चाहते ही ये है कि अगर हम इस लैंड पे रह रहे हैं तो we stay with peace and harmony. So that's the reason we are gathering here. So yeah, Abir can take this forward and get into a beautiful prayer with us.
Thank you so much, Sakina, for giving us awareness. And I am really thankful for this initiative. It came from my team. Actually, Malika suggested this. And I am very glad to facilitate the prayer. Our role here is not to march, go on marching. We are spiritual leaders. So, knowing that we are spiritual leaders, we hold the light. And it is not a small job. We have to come to our we have to take responsibility for our role. So as custodians of peace, we hold peace. The ones who hold peace will be the ones who will actually be able to supply the idea and the spark and the pathway to peace. Otherwise it will just be very very difficult. So our we have to understand that this is our role. Okay, so like when there's a war happening, you know that the hospitals and the nurses, their role, they know their role. So the same way, if there is pain in society, people are experiencing friction, people are experiencing that disrespect, the darkness is coming to light, and there will be like fireworks and there will be friction. But what our role is to resolve those, dissolve those within us in our lives. Where have we faced that kind of disrespect, and we have not raised our voice, we have not claimed our rights, then it is our job as light holders, as custodians of peace, to first resolve it in our life and then be the light. You see, that is why we prayed for our hearts to be healed. And let's start the prayers. I want to first begin with the Shanti prayer from Upanishad, which is Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santo Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious. May no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. Asto ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Lead us from untruth to truth. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from fear and mortality to awareness of the eternal. Peace, peace, peace. So, with these prayers, I want to invite you all to connect in your heart space and create a space for these souls that are in pain right now. And know that your heart has the capacity to hold them and supply peace into their mental space, into their emotional space. Let your heart be the channel and let Bhagwan, Lord, supply His unlimited peace through your heart to to these souls who are in pain, who are facing these mental challenges. And you can like hum Om as this is happening in your heart or loud. Om. 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 Trust that your heart has supplied the peace that is required and sowed a seed of peace in their minds and in their hearts. I'd like to conclude with this beautiful prayer by Saint Francis of Assisi, whose body is right now in Goa serving India. The prayer is, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Then this was our prayer to God to make us the channel of peace. Also, there is another quote from Gandhiji that says, "There is no path to peace, but peace is the path." So we desire peace, but peace is the path to peace. Yeah, our choices matter. The choices that we take will be received by many whose heart we can touch through these prayers, whether they are aware or not. As I was reciting these prayers, I felt an emotional burst of, thankfulness coming through, and like the desire for hope coming through, that this is where the children, the kids, the youth want. And it is ghastly what we are going through. But when we are choosing light over darkness, trust that God will show us the way. I care deeply for my country, and I know, I understand, and I just can see it that it is leading the way for the entire world. It is the Sahasra Chakra for the entire world. So India will go through what the world will go through later. So probably the internal conflicts and the difficulties that India is facing right now, it's a micro experience that the world is going to experience in the coming days. But India also is then the leader of spirituality, of God consciousness, of leading people into wisdom. Most of the gurus and saints have come from this land, and know that they are guiding us and they will continue to guide us. And we need to honor that about ourselves. We hold the DNA, we have to honor that. Once we go through this cycle, we will all Indians literally will become the instruments of peace, whether they are in India or not. So it will be natural, because it will form it, this conflict that is happening, it is going to bring something beautiful. It is going to birth something new in the world that we will be perpetuating in the rest of the world. So trust the process, and keep holding your peace high, even though you will be presented those images and emotions will come up. But in that moment itself, you can repeat these prayers and guide every soul back to peace. That is all we need to do. Yeah. That's all from me. I think, Sakina, if you want to pull some cards and ground this
Yeah.
prayer. Yeah.
Yeah, so I pulled a very beautiful deck. Like it just came in my hand and it says, work your light.
Mm,
Okay. So it's very gentle, very,
yeah.
and it's about our own light. Of course, the complete reading of the deck would be of our own lights. Yeah, so the first card says, share your voice.
Mm,
It says, come out of the cave, persecution and expression, like persecute and express. So yeah, like it's very beautiful, like because each of one has this voice inside us, that light, what you are talking about, we all have this. It's only us who is just protecting ourselves from that we are just putting ourselves into that cave and not expressing how we want to lead this as a person, as a you say a light. How do we want to? So we all have this light. Uh, also feels like कि it's not nothing, कुछ हमसे दूर नहीं है. There is nothing, there's no distance as in कि हम कोई distance पे नहीं है. It is just a step ahead that we have to take, and yeah, we can share that light, that voice, that expression. So I see this girl just watching, feeling herself like कि नहीं ये water को pass करके मैं कैसे जाऊँ. But water again is her own emotions, कि जिसके साथ वो बैठी हुई है, जिसके थ्रू वो आगे बढ़. So I feel this is she who's, or we who are caught up in our own emotions. But again, this is something, uh, and of course, you see there's all the light inside her. So she's all that sparkly already, but she has to put her voice out. And the second card is Sisterhood of the Rose,
Mm.
and it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystery, leader, teacher. Okay. So yeah, I feel it's like a complete unity
Yeah,
group which we are into it. So,
all of us
mm,
here. That's who
yeah,
we are.
all of us. Yeah, yeah. The sisterhood, like the sisterhood of a rose. So we are that. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, we are the custodians of light. That's what it says.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm. One more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Break the chain.
Mm.
Very nice.
Wow.
It says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Wow, that's amazing.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explains it all.
Mm.
Whatever we are going through is, of course, is a chain, something what we have to come out of. Mm. Yeah, breaking the ancestral patterns, doing our
Yeah.
own healing, and rewriting the future. Because yes, as we all know, that if we are the light, we know how to proceed further with this. Because we are on writing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Breaking the chains also feels like you're coming out of prison. Prison of
Mm.
not speaking. Prison of just being suppressed under some kind of rule and a demonic rule that you are not, be having the courage to speak up and get out. But you do. You do have the power to do it.
Yeah,
You don't have to be subject to demonic powers.
yeah.